Welcome to Rippin' Retro Episode 4. Last week we did 1992 Fleer Ultra. We got 280 of the 450 base cards out of that, which is a little low for what I wanted. I wanted a little bit more of the base, even though I do love the base card. It is one of my favorite designs from the early 90s. An issue with the set was the fact that there were a lack of quarterbacks. There was a bunch of quarterbacks that I guess were having disputes with their contracts or whatnot, and they didn't make it into a lot of 1992 sets. That's like Troy Aikman, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Joe Montana. A lot of the big name quarterbacks weren't in the set. There weren't in a lot of sets. So if you're looking for those players and you're buying a box in 92, go for a high number series like Topps or Upper Deck, because they are in those high number series, not in the low number series for those sets. So when it comes to inserts, we got 3 of the Reggie White insert cards, and we got 2 of the award winners. I also got a really, really badly cut rookie card of Charles Davenport. It's about a fifth of the Charles Sims or the Chris Sims rookie along with the actual Charles Davenport rookie. That cut is so bad that I actually made it one of my favorite cards from this box opening. It's so bad that it's good. But onto the cards that I think are the top 3 cards from the set. The Edgar Bennett rookie is probably the best rookie that came out of that whole box. One of the 3 Reggie White cards. And the Barry Sanders award winners, which is really cool because Barry Sanders was in my episode 2 too. So if he wants to follow me around as insert cards, I have no problem with that, because I mean, it's Barry Sanders. Who wouldn't want to keep getting Barry Sanders insert cards? This week we're going to go with 1997 Pacific Dynagon. They were really pretty cards back in the day. They were a little on the high end, but I do remember them, and it's actually one of the first cards that I bought personally that there's only a few cards per pack. There's only 3 cards per pack for these. There's always one of these prisms in there, and then there's one best kept secrets card, and another insert, or just 2 more best kept secrets. This was the year where Orlando Pace was number 1 overall, so I did like him. He was a really cool player. I wish I could get some of his cards. And other than that, maybe a Tony Gonzalez rookie will come out here. That'd be really cool. There were a few parallels. I think there was a silver and a bronze, and I think a red parallel, which is weird because the base is gold, so you'd think that would be the highest parallel, but no, the base is gold, and there's silver, bronze, and I believe red. There's a few other inserts in here, and a couple of those inserts have their own parallels. So let's get into it. The box came to me in really bad shape. I did count it. There were 36 packs in here, so there's no problem with the amount of packs. I'm hoping they weren't searched. I don't know why anyone would search a 1997 set. There really isn't that much going for it, so that you would actually put the time into searching it. See, the box just kind of fell apart. It came to me in really bad shape, but we did get 36 packs, and let's get into it, shall we? There's only 3 cards per pack, so this should be a much shorter video. Pack number 1. Reggie White base Prism. Like I said, they are really cool cards, and they're not sticking, which is cool. I hope, it looks like the background might match the team colors, which is always a plus for me. But Reggie White base Prism, and then Jeff Jager and Daryl Ashmore best kept secrets. Ooh, another Hall of Famer, 2 in a row. Marcus Allen, Terrell Davis TD, and Leonard Russell best kept secrets. Ricky Waters, he's one of my boys. He's the one that I'm collecting, so that's really cool to get his base Prism. And Barry Sanders, another one of my guys. It's only the best kept secrets. I don't know why he'd be considered one of those, but his secret wasn't kept very well. He was just one of the best running backs ever, and Greg DeLong. Marshall Faulk, another one that I collect. This has been a great box for me so far. Marshall Faulk, Prism, Ryan Schwartz, and Travis Davis, best kept secret. Haven't got any parallels or subsets yet. Eddie Kennison. He's a great number 2 wide receiver during the Greatest Show on Turf. Innocent, whoever that was, and Steve Entman in his attempt to return to form from his bust as the Colts. Package kind of shattered. We got Tony Baselli, which I believe is another Hall of Famer. Dixon Edwards and Tommy Bennett. Anthony Johnson. All right, we got our first subset. It's looks like it's a parallel Irving Fryer. Oh wait, it's Irving Fryer and this is the duos, I believe, then, and Tony Martin. Yep, that's a duo. Don't know if it's a parallel of a duo, but that's what the Dynagon duos look like. And Drew Bledsoe. We'll call the best kept secrets the actual base here. Makes it much easier. Chris Carter. That's a Prism. Frank Pollock and Ron Stone. Mike Tomczak. The silver and black, or the gold and black, looks really cool for the Steelers colors. Not a big Steelers fan, but that color combination is pretty cool on that card. Ted Johnson and Jeff Lewis. Tamarick Vanover, Prism, Matthew Campbell, and Jim Kelly, base. Got Kent Graham, Gabe Northern, and Jim Everett, base. Ricky Dudley Prism, Derek Holmes, and Richard Dent, base. Steve Young Prism, that's awesome. Pio Sagaputel, and Kerry Joseph, base. Got Bobby Hebert, bronze parallel, TD again, and Tommy Bennett. Jim Everett, Jason Minicki, and Jermaine Lewis. We got a kicker, Chris Benoit Prism, Shane Burton, and Reggie Cobb. Chris T. Jones with Warren Moon and Reuben Brown. Michael Haynes Prism with James Ritchie and Rob Thomas, not of Blink-182. Or Blink-182. I'm so dumb. Matchbox 20. Got Jake Reed and Harry Boatswain and David Diaz-Infante. Yeah, you can burn me on that Blink-182 Matchbox 20 mix up as much as you want. Terrell Fletcher. Oh, look at that. Terry Allen. Where are you? It's obviously a subset. I'm going to have to look at what subset that is, but that is a really pretty card. It's really shiny. And Jerome Bettis, the Bus. His first year as a Steeler, I believe. Quinn Early. Ty Detmer. And Keith Elias. There we go. There's one of my guys. Carl Pickens. Carl Pickens base Prism with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Anthony Newman. I haven't gotten any rookies yet, I don't believe. Kerry Collins, that's pretty cool. With Emmitt Smith, best kept secret, because you know, nobody knows who he was in '97. And Dorsey Levens. Mike Allstott, I think it's the second year for him. Joe Aska and Tony Bennett. We got a Sean Dawkins bronze parallel, Eddie George, and Kerwin Waltrip. Chris Chandler, Chris Hetherington, and Jerry Rice base. Andre Reed, one of the great wide receivers for the Bills. He's in the Hall of Fame. Scott Otis. And Aaron Taylor. Terry Allen. I got a subset of his earlier in this box. Terry Allen Prism. Gino Torretta. And John Elway. Robert Brooks, Keith Jennings, and Jeff Blake. Rodney Hampton, Stan White, and Jerome Bettis again. The last 5 or 6 packs here. Ted Popson, Troy Aikman, and Joey Galloway. Timbiaka Batuka, Keith Jennings, and Dale Hellestray. Tony Banks, supposed to have been the savior of the Rams, but yeah. Derek Fenner and John Whitman. We got Neil O'Donnell for the Jets. This has been what, 1 or 2 years after he washed out of the Super Bowl. Trent Green and Jermaine Ross. All right, 2 more packs. Let's get a good subset out of these 2 packs. Got what? 3 subset cards and 2 parallels so far. Ed McCaffrey, Jim Pine, and Derek Price. All right, last pack. Start out with O.J. McDuffie, Louis Aguiar, and Jamal Anderson. All right, so let's get these organized a little bit. So, I mean, 36 prisms total. We got 2 of them were parallels, I believe. And then we had a bunch of, a few inserts. I'll sort through them later and I'll let you know what my best cards were next week. But yeah, I mean, 36 prisms, probably 4 inserts. And then all those best kept secrets, air quotes, which were 2 of each of those, roughly. But, yeah, but yeah, that was a fun box. I'm not used to opening boxes where you only get 3 cards per pack. That's a new thing for me because, like I said, I was born in the 90s, and most of the time it wasn't like that. But there you go, Pacific Dynagon Prism, 1997. Don't think you got any rookies, but I'm going to go through it and let you go next week how it went. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, thumbs up that. Thanks. See you next week.